talking about the warming of Arabian Sea, which is linked to an landslide. This is according to his research. Now, joining us is the scientist who has done this research. He is a senior climate scientist. He's the director of Advanced Center for Atmospheric Radar Research at Kochi University. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, let me just begin by asking you, you've done this research. Now, you also mentioned the deep cloud systems. Can you explain to us what that means?
Sure. These are the Southeast Arabian Sea is becoming a hotspot for deep development of convective clouds, because these are the clouds which can grow up to a height of like 14 kilometers in the vertical, so that the cloud base will start from maybe from half a kilometer all the way up to 14 kilometers. These are called deep convective clouds. So that means, as you know, this is a very active monsoon situation where the offshore trough has been active for the last 2 weeks, and the monsoon trough is also very active, and there are many embedded cyclonic circulation within the monsoon trough. All these dynamical situations are favoring very extreme rainfall, heavy to very heavy rainfall all along the west coast, starting from northern Kerala all the way up to northern Konkan region. So this is happening for the last 2 weeks, and we are, especially the northern Kerala region is receiving almost like 50 to 70% of excess rain during these last 2 weeks. And apart from that, this is the main reason, because as far as a landslide is concerned, there are two type of the rainfall. The antecedent rainfall is also very much important, because the rainfall which is happening the previous days or the previous week is largely contributing to this event, where this antecedent rainfall is preparing the land and the soil to make more saturated, to become more potential for triggering the landslide. And this triggering rainfall is produced from the extremely heavy rainfall, that is from the deep convective clouds. So in our findings, we found that after 2019, the same region, the Putumala region, is almost like 2 kilometers far from the current Mundake region where this current landslide occurred. This mountainous region shares almost similar landscape. And at that time, we found that the clouds were very deep, and that produced almost like 37 centimeters of rain in one day, in which we found that consecutively for 2-3 hours, the rainfall was of the order of 10 to 15 centimeters. That lasted for 2-3 hours. Then we look at why it happened. We found that the Southeast Arabian Sea, very close to Kerala coast, is becoming a hotspot for the deep development of this type of convective clouds. So once these convective clouds, most part of these convective clouds, the deep clouds are raining out at the sea most of the times. But sometimes when this active monsoon situation, that is what I already mentioned about the offshore trough and the monsoon trough, which is the signatures of a large-scale rain-bearing system during an active monsoon situation, which dynamically force the westerly wind, because that is known as the southwest wind, which is actually the monsoon wind, that will carry all these deep clouds and moisture along with that towards the land, and that will make a lot of a situation similar to a mini cloudburst type of event. It is not a kind of classical cloudburst event, but it is a very large scale, mesoscale organization of this type of deep convective cloud clusters within these large systems. And these clusters together that can produce rainfall of the order of like 10 to 15 centimeters not in 1 hour, but in 2-3 hours. So our claim is that though it is not framed as a classical cloudburst event, it is defined as 10 centimeters of rain 1 hour, but this type of rain events produced from the mesoscale organization of the convective cloud clusters that can also continuously produce rain for 2-3 hours, but that will be exceeding like 10 to 15 centimeters, which is also having the same damage potential as that of a major or a classical cloudburst event as far as the Western Ghats is concerned, because as you know, the Western Ghats is already disturbed
Right.
due to many reasons. Yeah.
Now, since you mentioned this, is this extremely unique to this area, or because we've seen flash floods and landslides caused in, for example, Ethiopia, which was extremely recent? So is it unique to this continent?
Actually, these extreme events are becoming more widespread all over the world, because many places we have been witnessing this happening
Yes.
frequently, and extreme events are happening frequently. But thing is that when it happens over a vulnerable region, that will cause a lot of damage. That is what the stake. As far as that is what the changing climate change related changing cloud structural pattern and changing pattern of the rainfall behavior, rather than if you look at the daily scale rainfall, the last day, the day in which Mundage got received this copious amount of rainfall, that day itself almost region close to those Mundage region received almost like 24 centimeters of rain in one day. But this all 24 centimeters of rain, maybe due to this deep development of clouds, all this rain is concentrated for like 2-3 hours. So it is not distributed over a over one day period. Rather, it will mostly it will happen over a period of 2-3 hours. So that is what that concentration of this rainfall, that is the main reason for triggering this type of event. When it is occurring over a fragile or the already disturbed or the susceptible landslide susceptible zone, it can trigger landslide. That is what, if it is occurring over a mainland, there is no issues. It can produce some kind of local waterlogging or kind of local floods and all. But otherwise, if it is occurring over a highly susceptible zones like this Western Ghats and the Northern Kerala, that is going to be a great, it has the potential to produce lot of damage. That is what our stake is.
All right, well, Dr. Abhilash, thank you so much for joining us and giving your insights and explain us what is behind this landslide.